Hi sweet souls, welcome back to my channel. Today we're unboxing the Pleiadian Oracle starseed transmissions from the Pleiadians. It's by New Age Imaginations and it came wrapped up like this. So yes, here's the deck. This was a request from shout out Taurus Rising who requested this. It's not a new release, but I thought I'd just take the time to review it because I don't own this deck and that's pretty cool, pretty neat. But yeah, so here it says the Pleiadians invite you to travel with Star Messenger Flo Karuna and the Pleiadians on a deep cosmic dive into the wisdom of the Pleiades. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm sorry if I'm not. This species has for eons worked alongside humanity and now deliver a plethora of special teachings in this 44-card Oracle Deck and Guidebook designed to activate your multi-dimensional awareness and inner cosmic knowing. If you have ever felt a connection to this constellation or seek greater clarity towards your star mission, this Oracle Deck will serve as an opening into understanding your deeper cosmic origins. Very cool. Hope you can see that. Sorry about that. It is by Flo Karuna and cover art by Bruce Harmon. Yeah, New Age Imaginations. It retails for $32.99 Canadian, $24.99 USD. Very cool. It comes in this very large. Oh, I don't want to break it now. Happens all the time when I do this. A very big two-piece box. It's very new, so gonna need some time to open up. There we go. Box like this, and then the book, which we'll take a look when we do the reading, and then the cards. So it does come like kind of like that, so maybe keep a paper so it doesn't slide. I'll have to find one. And then it does come like this, so really cool, just like that. Yes, it comes like this. I think I'm going to be very excited because it's glossy cards, I can tell just off the bat. Glossy cards. I really like that. I think they're standard oracle size, maybe a little bit larger and also very rounded. I'm going to take a look. Let me get a deck. I have the Sacred Traveler's Oracle Deck over here. I don't know why I moved it, but I moved it. But yeah, it's actually a little bit larger than the standard oracle size, if you can see that. I think it's like, it is just a bit larger. I want to take a look. It's about 13 centimeters. It looks just about, because this one's 12 centimeters, and then this one's just 13, so just 1 centimeter difference. Very cool though. I was moving a bunch of things around, so I guess I just moved it around and about a bit. So it feels like a nice, good quality card. They are a little bit big to riff shuffle. I guess if you have big hands, it'll be good to riff shuffle, but they are nice and flexible. Yeah, and we'll do it this way. And then I'll show you up here. Yeah, they're like this thick. And I feel like they're good quality. Yeah, very nice, have a nice bend. So we're starting off 44 with Cosmic Unity. I'm just gonna, I feel like the light is kind of catching on the card. Hopefully you can see the card. I can't tell because the little clip is in the way, but hopefully it's a nice, so I hope you can see that. Sorry about the reflection. It is a glossy card. And then if anybody knows like that problem with the camera, because I don't really know, if I'm being honest, I'm not too sure, but Universal Heart. So I'm not exactly sure what the story behind this, besides what they said on the back of on the box, I'm not exactly sure what the whole story is with this, but it's very like interesting card deck for sure. It kind of almost reminds me of like Denise Lynn's. She just came out with one, like the Time Travelers. What is it called? I don't know where I put it. A lot of decks, I just don't know where I put it. It's by Denise Lynn. It was a recent, I think it came out this year. And it was, I think it was Time Travelers Oracle. something like that. Kind of gives me that kind of vibe a little bit. Or there was some other deck that came out. I think it was by Colette Baron Reed. She also came out with one this year that was kind of like this vibe as well. I genuinely cannot tell you. I'm so sorry. I don't know where a lot of my decks. I was even looking. I was planning to do a top 10 deck of the year, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be kind of disappointing. Oh, this is really nice. Because I don't I don't have like 10 decks that I really used. But I actually did manage to find some. So it's not going to be like 10 Oracle and 10 Tarot. It's just going to be one whole video this year. But yeah, see this, like, it really does remind me of that Denise Lynn deck. If I could, I think it is called the Time Travelers, or, oh, I found it. This deck, the Time Travelers Oracle, kind of reminds me of that. Just like the imagery and the artwork. Just a bit. But yeah, I'm really digging the colors. I like that a lot. It kind of reminds me of like just like a photo, you know, like a 4x6 photo. It kind of reminds me of that. It's really nice. And I think they also have another deck, if I'm not mistaken. This was actually sold out for a while, so I guess it's popular. But I just got it now. I didn't hear about it. And I think I was saying before, I'm not familiar with like what the Pleiadians, I hope I'm saying it right. The Pleiadians, I just want to bring it up. You can see that in person. You can see it very beautifully. Like usually when cards are like dark, you can't really see it, but this actually shows very beautifully. In person, it does show very well, so that's nice. I'm just gonna sit down now. Hopefully you can see it well. Yeah, it shows super beautifully. I wonder what this means. This is a really nice card. Maybe I'll put it to the side. We might read this one. But oh, it's kind of similar. Just want to show you all the angles before. And then maybe I'll show you like at the bottom. And then I'll bring it up a bit. I don't know what looks good. But it's very like moonlight, stars, kind of celestial vibes. Is what I'm getting from this deck. Ooh, very pretty. It's a nice deck. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised how like beautiful it is. Ooh, dolphin play. Yeah, I wonder what the symbolism for all of this is. It's very interesting, like, to find out. And the artwork is so like crystal clear, like very like real, like photo. I think it's manipulation, very photorealistic. Very nice. Just show up there. Sometimes I forget to do that, so I'm just making sure I cover all my faces. And I'll bring it up and you can see, hopefully. Yeah, read it in light. It looks very pretty, very dreamy. So I think there's might be a lot of like symbolism and astrology at play here for like in the guidebook, hopefully. Hopefully. It seems really nice. Like, look at that. Isn't that cool? Right? I think that's really cool. Ooh, this is a nice card. It's very simple, but very, like, takes your breath away a bit, doesn't it? Sacred Union. Ooh, it's like they're walking into like a portal. Wow. Ooh, this is such a crisp card. Like all of them, like I've been said, like I said before, it really feels like an actual like picture, which is super cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in a deck. Like, again, I guess they really made the right choice with like glossy cards, because it just looks so good, and it brings out like the printing is so nice and the colors come off super well. Yeah. Ooh, universal knowledge. a lot of kind of like discovery and knowledge and things. That's really cool. Telepathy. It's an interesting card. Telepathy. Very cool. I know there's a lot of conspiracy about the pyramids, which is, it's really interesting to learn about, right? Like who built the pyramids? And then it's kind of like the conspiracy is like, oh, were they advanced? Like, did they get wiped out or something like that? Interesting. Oh, this is so nice. It's like an angel aura quartz. Very cool. I like the rainbows. Like the touches are so nice on this card too. Ooh. Very beautiful. Creativity. I like that. And the hummingbirds here. I just can't get it. Like, I'm really stunned by how beautiful that quality is. It's super nice. This is one of like, oh wow. I feel like every deck I got, like that I've unboxed this year has been like a very stunning deck. Like the quality has been really hitting. Oh. Yeah, Quantum Heart. Very beautiful colors here. Showcasing the earth. No way. That's so cute. And just so beautiful. I love the colors. Oh, so gorgeous. The last card. The Enlightened Gut. Wow. I like the kind of meaning about this too. It kind of feels like it'd be cool, right? Because like the earth and the mountains, enlightened gut. That seems really interesting too. But yeah, that's the Pleiadian Oracle. I was going to say starseed, but it does say in the box, you know, starseed Oracle. That's 44 cards. A very beautiful deck. Like I'm actually super impressed by like the quality and everything. We're going to get a shuffle to see how it shuffles. Shuffles very nicely. I will say I'm not one to riff shuffle, so I don't know. I just can't really do it, but I think it shuffles beautifully. It is, I will say it's a little large, like to shuffle this way. If you have small hands, you might want to shuffle. Ooh, I just almost tipped the box over. You might want to shuffle this way. Oops. But I did pull out a card to read, but I feel like the shuffling, I think it's going to take some time. Because again, with the gloss, they kind of do shuffle a little bit harder. You're just going to get used to it, I feel like, or it just takes some time. Again, this way is a little bit hard for me, I will say. This way. It is doable, but it's a little harder for small hands. Yeah, let's just we're going to take this card and we're going to read in the guidebook. So let's get that. I don't want to hit this box again. I almost knocked everything over. But here we have the guidebook, and then we'll just get right in. There's nothing on the back except these pretty little stars, constellations, I guess. But the Pleiadian Oracle. Ooh. Here we go, 2021. So that's when it came out, 2021. And there's a little quote here. It says, "We, the Pleiadians, are in magnetic servitude to your species and collective. May our experiential wisdom guide you to the greatness that rests within your soul." Wow. Very cool. It's an introduction to the author. I'm just going to double check that. Is there an introduction to the book or anything else? Because this is a lot to read. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to read everything just because it's a lot. But I'll read the introduction just to get us into it. So, it is such an honor to present you with the Pleiadian Oracle Deck. For the past 10 years, the Pleiadians have been taking me on a wild ride to discover my galactic origins, expand my multi-dimensional field of awareness, and relearn the true story of our species. We live in a fascinating time where these veils that once blocked us from seeing our greater star story are disintegrating, and through it, humanity is gaining clear glimpses of their deeper empowered truth. In the midst of opening the rests many keys given to us by our star family, who know the true potential of us and guide us with their hints and empowerments. The intention of this deck, alongside the Pleiadian allies, is to rethread you into the knowledge of the Pleiadians and relaunch your full human potential by being guided to timely spirit messages that benefit your daily practical life. The Pleiadians are true beings of loving servitude, and there is no doubt your consciousness will expand by connecting with the frequency, activities, and teachings of this deck. My personal journey began with an instantaneous awakening in the midst of a crowded street in Toronto. Oh, no way! In 2005. My psychic powers developed literally in that moment, and I could sense all around E overnight, and I was soon led to completely transform my life, leaving behind my business and outdated relationships to travel on a journey of faith, relying solely on the pure trust of the universe. Leaving my home with $50 and only a vision to hitchhike from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean in Canada, whoa! I was taken on a wild 3-month journey when I arrived at my destination of Vancouver, Canada, greeted with 3 rainbows awaiting me. It was here where my galactic training began, specifically with the Pleiadians. One particular story involves me falling into an almost trance-like state, where I sort of blanked out and gently guided onto a public bus in the city. Not really sure where it was going. I was instructed after 30 minutes to get off at a particular stop. I did so and was led into a spiritual bookstore where I walked in with a strong soul focus. Everything seemed to be in such a blur in that moment, except for a clear path showing me to where to walk. It led me to a particular bookshelf where the one particular book seemed to be glowing. I grabbed it without thought, and after I paid for the book and walked out of the store, I snapped out in trance instantly. How the heck did I get here, and what was this book in my hand? I carefully observed the mysterious book in my palm and read the title Earth Pleiadian's Key to the Living Library by Barbara Marciniak, a Pleiadian channeled book. Aliens wrote this. How the heck did this piece of literature get in my hand, and where am I? I surrendered. I like all the exclamations. I surrendered to the mystery with trust, as I learned in my previous hitchhiking escapades, and upon reading this book, a deep knowing overtook me that I am a Pleiadian and have a strong connection to this constellation. This was only the beginning. From this point forward, my life flipped upside down even more. Channelers started to find me on the street, telling me that they had messages from the Pleiadians. My roommates became obsessed with Pleiadians, and starships started to fall in the skies above. We did learn recently aliens are real. So my empty state and dedication to meditation, almost meditating 8 hours a day at that time, gave me an emptiness to become a clear channel communicator ambassador to the Pleiadians, as well as many other star races who reach out to me to deliver messages and teachings that empower humanity. Coupling that with traveling to sacred sites around the globe after this all it occurred, it was soon clear that my mission was to spread the galactic teachings of the guide humanity towards a vision of Earth, and that is higher vibration and unity is found. I am thankful to serve you, and may this deck be a multi-dimensional gateway of deep empowerment that also guides you in a particular manner to assist your daily life. Just in the Pleiadian way of operating this deck is a perfect harmony between star and soil, sharing how we can use the higher galactic knowledge in a practical, purposeful way to benefit our beautiful Earth. The Pleiadian Oracle is a journey into the greater star knowledge, and odds are, if you have this deck or have gravitated towards it, you too resonate with the frequency of this great constellation that has been involved in the life path of humanity. Since we have arrived, it is time to awaken our galactic memories and leap forward into a world of quanta and unity and love. Namaste. Flo Karuna. Wow. That's an interesting origin story of how this deck was created and the author's kind of journey. I'm just going to leave this here if you want to read it, because I'm just not going to read it. I already feel kind of tired from my voice since I'm sick, but I'll leave it here if you want to find out more how to use the deck. So there's some spreads here. Take a look at some of these spreads if you want to kind of see what's up there. And then I think we'll just get in, we'll just get into the card meanings. No color in the deck, in the book, which is interesting, but we're going to look at this card. There's no pictures either, but we'll look at this card here. 26 Merope. I hope I'm saying everything right. I'm going to look back and someone's going to tell me you're saying it wrong. And I'm like, no. That 20, oh, I think I missed it. There we go. So 26 Merope, or Merope. I think it's Merope. So we, the Pleiadians, seek to guide you into the star of our system known as Meropa, spelt as Merope in your plane. Meropa to us represents the goddess of awakening that births herself through the act of death. This death is not an ending to Meropa's dance, but an allowing for life to continue as a result of shedding what is no longer serving in one's life path. These coordinates near Meropa are known as hot locale, with it often being fiery and volcanic in nature. This fire medicine of Meropa teaches us that we can be reborn through the fires of transmutation and need not fear death. When beings in our culture are finding it challenging to drop certain part of their life, we request for them to call upon this fire goddess in order to cleanse their spirit by burning off what doesn't serve them in the fires of alchemy. When the card of Merope arrives to you, it is your Pleiadian guides indicating that some aspect of your lifestyle needs to be thrown into these fires for you to prosper. Whether it is an outdated employment situation, relationship, or shadow aspect of your lifestyle, the dropping of these no longer serving aspects of yourself will allow for your energy field to redirect itself towards soul advancement. Understand that you cannot hold on to everything and proceed. What is being requested is the dropping of your load through a review of unhealthy attachments. Call upon the fire goddess of Meropa to help you drop these cords, and you will gain a great sense of relief. The fire medicine seeks you, die and be reborn. Ooh. Additional meanings: cords cut, energy shift, a change of direction, opportunity, letting go. Very interesting. It's a card all about letting go, letting go of the load. Die and be reborn. It's kind of giving the death card a bit as well in the tarot. But very interesting, goddess of awakening. I think that's cool. I didn't know all this. I'm not familiar with Pleiadian kind of the information. But I think that's a nice kind of introduction. I do think, nice kind of meaning. I do think the card doesn't really match the kind of, the style of what they're describing, kind of hot, burning. Some of the imagery, it doesn't really correlate to the card, I feel like, in my opinion. I don't know, how that is. But I think it's a beautiful card. But I don't know specifically. That was just one of the things I was taking note of when I was looking at the card, and I was kind of I don't think it is showing that kind of fire goddess kind of energy, but it is showing a beautiful imagery and kind of I guess a energy kind of that energy. I think just big, I guess, opportunity is what I'm thinking, which is nice. But I don't think the card kind of, I don't get the imagery there. if that makes sense. Maybe some of the other cards are better, but I don't know. I'd have to look. 41 codes, sound codes. I don't know if that would show a better imagery. you know, because there is like a cheetah, I think, or I don't know, is this a leopard? I could not tell you. And then there's like this kind of green colors and things like that. So I don't know if this would tell you. See, it says birds, right? And there's a cheetah here, so I don't really know. Or there's like some kind of cat. But yeah, I think it just kind of gives you like a meaning. And then I'm like really quickly skimming it because I feel my voice going. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm just the type that like if it says like something, obviously I can think about it, but I feel like it'd be nice to like touch on these things, especially some of the cards, they had like symbolism. I feel like, you know, there's an eagle, the earth. I feel like it'd be nice to touch on that. But I don't know if it's like, that's part of the message or the imagery or like the system, however it is for this. So I don't know. I think there is something here about the author. Very cool. If you want to see them on their socials as well or follow them to learn more. And there's a little bit of something like that, some kind of group. And just, all their other stuff they have going on. Very cool. But yeah, I think it was a neat little deck. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be so, like, my expectations were not like, it could have been anything. I didn't have bad expectations. I was just like, wow, it's a cool deck. I'm very much, I feel like this is the kind of deck that you'd get like solely, not just solely for the imagery. Like the messages are nice, but like you'd want to get it because the imagery is just like so spectacular, you know? It's just great quality, like deck, and the images I feel like are stunning. Does that make sense? I feel like for the imagery alone, you'd want to get the deck because it's just so beautiful. But overall, I think it's a pretty stunning deck, 44 cards, and I think it's well justified for the price. You will kind of get some chipping because this kind of already was, I think it was already chipped. So something just to keep in mind when you're shuffling or depending on the way you're shuffling, because I already got some chips here. I don't know if it already came like that. I'm usually very careful with the cards, so I try not to. And this is a beautiful card too, and I kind of got some chips there. But yeah, they're glossy cards, a little bit bigger than standard Oracle size, but they're manageable to shuffle as we saw. The artwork is gorgeous, 10 out of 10. Would recommend the artwork for the artwork, but the messages are nice. They're straight to the point, easy to understand. I do think just like some of the imagery could be explained, or like some of the imagery to me just doesn't connect. Like, which that doesn't always have to be the case. You can always make up your own meaning as well. But yeah, I think if you're like that, you want an explanation about the imagery, I feel like that is missing. But other than that, like, its artwork is so stunning. It is, I think I've hit everything almost. I don't have a list. I should make a list for what I want to touch on. If you have anything you'd like to know specifically, let me know. Comes in a 2-piece box. And yeah, I think overall that's all I want to say. What tarot would I pair it with? I have no idea. I don't know if I have a tarot deck. I have a bunch of Oracle decks. They're kind of like in this vein, but I don't have like a tarot deck, I don't think, like in this style. So that'd be interesting kind of to find out. What I was saying, like I said this a few times, was it kind of reminds me of like a picture, and I feel like that's so true. Just like if it was like a picture, like a 4x6 picture, I feel like it is. I feel like the quality is just so nice there. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.